What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about the moves in the markets. Our favorite sectors are running today. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that, especially the psychedelic sector. And so far, so good. Today, everything I talked about wanting to happen yesterday is kind of happening today, so we gotta talk about it. So in this video, we're gonna be talking more so about my strategy, just this strategy that I've been sticking to, and I've been talking about what I've been wanting to happen. And now, hopefully, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So anyways, guys, that's just a joke. I can't, predict the future, but I just stick to what I say. And today, so far, so good. So we're going to talk about our favorite stocks. We're going to talk about, the gold and silver sector, what's going on, my thoughts on the markets, and all of that good stuff. So if you do support me, appreciate these types of videos. There's just two quick things. Of course, the first thing is to kindly explode that like button for Departures Capital. It means the world to me, and it helps my videos so very much, along with cashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell for future notifications on all of the other videos that we put out. I should have an interview with the Lightlink CEO. I've got a bunch more interviews on the way, a bunch more sponsored content, and we got some really funny comments on one of our sponsored content videos. But I actually have to bring this up throughout comment of the day, so we're just going to simply go to Departures Capital, and we put out a really interesting video today on Luckbox. Luckbox is a really interesting gaming stock, but I just thought this was a really funny comment. So stop the sponsored videos. So what does this mean? So what does this mean? It's essentially like telling someone to stop going to work, or stop working, or stop making money. So I just wanted to read two interesting comments from some of our really awesome subscribers. The first one goes to HDRGB. So I don't understand guys like you. You're essentially telling the guy not to make money unless you're going to send him a check, which I would fully accept. Then there isn't much to say here. Look at the positive side of things. You get to learn about a new company. You can choose whether or not to invest. He's providing you with draft picks. You be the general manager and choose what works for you. I don't get it. I've gone above and beyond recently to make myself more and more transparent with the sponsored content icon in the bottom, stating at the start of the video before anything that the video was sponsored, and to read the disclaimer and the fact that the videos are not financial advice. It's like you watch a commercial on TV and you see a burger advertised for McDonald's. Does that mean you're never going to go to McDonald's again? Cash and Cultura sports cards. This was another awesome comment. Let mans make his money. He doesn't go tell us how to make our money and how not to. That's actually pathetic of you to tell another man how to feed his family. Plus, some of us like that he brings us more and more names. It's not his fault. Companies reach out to him for promo, and I actually like the company. If you don't like it, just move on. So I totally agree with that. And that goes for all of our sponsored content. You'll be able to find that down in the left the second you click on the video. If you don't want to watch the sponsored video, just smash the like button, subscribe, and move on to the next video. But anyways, guys, let's get into comment of the day. I just wanted to bring that up. JR is still a boss. I won't be losing sleep. Hook up with the Mindmed merch. So we will be doing another giveaway this Friday. And so far this week is looking pretty awesome, guys. We are seeing Mindmed at 440 now. So it's up quite substantially on the day, up 9.73%. Let's see what kind of close we get. Now we're up in the double digits, 10%. So it came back pretty fast, guys. I gotta say I'm happy about that, and it's like I said, I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but it's almost like after that interview, investors just wanted to know, and now it's back onto focusing on what actually matters. The important news, the future, the potential that the psychedelic sector really does have. So I am really happy to have done that interview because I feel like we eased concerns. Of course, there's going to be a small percentage of people that weren't convinced or whatever. That's just the way that it goes. But I took advantage of that dip, we'll just say. I was definitely adding on the way down. So Spencer Briggs, this was a really awesome comment. NYCO doesn't get the love it deserves. Good team and strong fundamentals. Conditional uplisting to the NEO, formally applied to list on the NASDAQ, and beefing up its board of directors. Hope to see them move in the near future. And that is another stock that I did recently just add. But that was what I was talking about yesterday's video. But yeah, that's how I feel about them as well. I thought this was a funny comment. Did Mindmed's NASDAQ application get rejected? That's from Sherry. I don't know where you got that or who said that, but I haven't heard anything about that. Vivek Jain, I think people are glossing over the most important piece of news. The vacancy on the board of directors created by Dr. Glick's retirement will be filled by the board after completing an extensive search and interview process for suitable candidates as required as part of its NASDAQ uplisting application. My assumption is this is due to the new diversity rules for boards that NASDAQ has implemented in this case. If you think we are very close to uplisting, just my speculation, but curious of any other thoughts. Valid reasoning, but overall seems to be going in the right direction. You people did say, why didn't you mention this in yesterday's video about the NASDAQ uplisting? And I just wanted to state, it's right there in the press release, actually. Sorry that I didn't mention that, but this is the full paragraph. As part of this, Stephen Hurst will retire from his co-CEO executive chair position, but will remain on the board of directors. Dr. Glick has retired from his position on the board of directors, but will continue to act as a scientific advisor. The vacancy on the board of directors created by Dr. Glick's retirement will be filled by the board after completing an extensive search and interview process for sustainable candidates as required as part of its NASDAQ uplisting application. So it's obviously still going on. I know this was published on December 1st, so NASDAQ to advance diversity through new proposed listing requirements. Not to get too off topic, guys, we will get into the rest of this video, of course, talking about our favorite stocks, but I wanted to bring this up because this was a pretty, interesting question. So NASDAQ today filed a proposal with the US SEC to adopt new listing rules related to board diversity and disclosure. If approved by the SEC, the new listing rules would require all companies listed on the NASDAQ exchange to publicly disclose consistent, transparent diversity statistics regarding their board of directors. Additionally, the rules would require most NASDAQ companies to have or explain why they do not have at least 2 diverse directors, including one who self-identifies as female and one who self-identifies as either an underrepresented minority. Foreign companies and small reporting companies would have additional flexibility in satisfying these requirements with 2 female directors. So we'll see what happens, guys. And of course, we can speculate on that depending on who, gets hired. And so we'll see that. But anyways, let's get into the rest of this video now. I want to talk about the stock market. What's going on in the stock market? So the Dow struggles for direction, but economic strength, big tech limit downside. And congrats to Google. They put out an amazing quarterly earnings report, hit an all-time high. The Dow struggled for direction on Wednesday, but losses were kept in check by upbeat labor and services data pointing to underlying strength in their recovery and bullish quarterly earnings from tech. So what is going on for Google, or should I say Alphabet? Up 9.45% to $2,109 per share. Look at the max chart. What a success story for this company. So $1.5 trillion company right there. Wow. So guys, now let's talk about gold and silver. Some stuff that I'm very interested in buying. So silver is at $26.84 per ounce. It's up 1.6%. Gold is at $18.34. It's up $1 or 0.08%. So what is actually going on for gold today? So gold silver rebound from Tuesday's price pressure. Gold prices are slightly higher and silver is posting good gains in midday U.S. trading Wednesday on upside corrections from Tuesday's selling pressure. Rallying global equity markets this week are still a bearish weight on the safe haven metals. So now, my strategy is starting to play out. I have slightly over the last couple weeks reduced my positions in the gold and silver sector for more growth or related stocks like Mindmed, LightLink. We are seeing those increase today, up 9.7%. LightLink is up 4.8%. But one thing I wanted to say was we're continuing to see a sell-off for some of these miners. Now, we'll talk about that in a second, but some of my favorite mining stocks today are down 6% still with silver in the green. So it's obvious that the market got ahead of themselves like they always do. The miners rallied 50, 60, some even almost 100% in just a couple days. So I hope this rally continues for Mindmed, LightLink, and all the other ones. And I will, hopefully at some point reduce my positions a little bit and buy up my favorite gold and silver stocks and have a really nice balance. But we'll see if that happens, guys. I got to keep talking about it so it happens, because apparently when I talk about it, it happens. So let's hope that happens. So the path towards much higher gold prices is primarily a function of a declining U.S. dollar, but the Federal Reserve is stuck in a hard place right now, said Dr. Oliver, co-founder of Market Capital. On one hand, low interest rates are accommodated for gold, but if the Fed keeps rates low for too long, inflation will run out of control. On the other hand, if the Fed raises rates in response to higher inflation, the financial system may just blow up. which I think would happen. I look at gold, not the dollar price of gold. Gold is the most stable monetary medium there has ever been. That's why it's been money for thousands of years. I don't think gold goes to 10,000 in a vacuum. It means the dollar is going down significantly. And here is the interview on that topic. The path towards higher gold prices is primarily a function of the declining US dollar. So watch that interview if you want to hear what he has to say. So Goldman Sachs sees silver price rising to 33 an ounce. Reddit squeeze was doomed to fail. So I'm happy about this pullback. I've been talking about this for a long time. I'm looking to take some profits. At some point, reassess my portfolio and buy up all my favorite gold and silver stocks when they're unfavored, because that's all I want to do. I just want to buy my favorite companies when I feel like they're at a good price and just hold them. Until, of course, we get that real run for silver, not that Reddit-fueled couple day volatility. Looking at it, it would have been a good trade. I probably should have, for a trade, sold some of my high-flying silver stocks, but can't win them all. You can't time the market just perfectly, but volatility continues to deteriorate the silver prices as the market continues to deal with the fallout of the fizzled short squeeze after a mob of retail investors jumped into the precious metal. Silver prices are seeing a small bounce Wednesday. After the market's significant drop on Tuesday, the market is still significantly down from Monday's nearly 8-year high. March silver futures last traded around 27 an ounce. Although, let's talk about what Goldman Sachs did say. So Goldman Sachs analysts in a research report published Tuesday reiterated their bullish forecast for silver. The bank sees prices rising as high as $33 an ounce as U.S. President Joe Biden moves forward with a plan to increase alternative renewable energy production. What do you know, guys? Silver is a big metal. Silver is a very important metal when it comes to renewable energy. So while the shorts are speculative and require covering before expiry, most are driven by industrial producers hedging their forward earnings. The analysts said in their note, when commodity short positions are broadly backed by real physical stock, there will be no subsequent buying and no short squeeze. To corner the market and create a short squeeze, we estimate would require each one of the Wall Street bet individuals to accumulate positions of around 4,200 ounces. He said that's a lot of silver, and where are you going to put it? So I think that industrial fundamentals will drive the prices of silver along with all of the other reasons that I talked about yesterday. But that's just, I'm just a gold and silver bull. Gold more so for its stability, hedge against inflation, and the fact that it's a safe haven metal, store of value. And then silver, a little bit more of a bullish bet on the economy recovering and all of the new things that are going on, and all of the new technologies that silver is used in, like renewable energy, electric vehicles, electronics, and all that good stuff. So guys, that's it for my opinion today. Let's talk about our favorite stocks. Mindmed's still trading at 440. I did want to note, however, it did get up as high as 444, and we did retest 420 one more time. So we'll see where we close out today. Currently it's 2:14 p.m. Looking like it's running into a little bit of resistance right around 440, as this is almost the second time it's tested it. I would be very happy if Mindmed can, get up into the 450 level, 450 to 5 in the short term, and trade in and around that level. I'm not too sure, what's going to push this stock or what is pushing the stock. Obviously, the sector tends to be highly volatile, and these are just normal moves. If you look at how the stock has performed over the last little while, something out of the ordinary. I do feel like the next big move hopefully will be on some kind of significant news. I do think that the news was pretty significant in terms of management changes, but we still got a ways to go. But a green day is a green day, and this is not a small green day. We're up almost 10%. So let's hope the momentum continues. Lightlink, on the other hand, now it's up 4.8%, up 1.5 cents. Like I said, I will be interviewing their CEO, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully on Friday we will be doing the interview. We'll see when we can get that out for you guys. Now let's take a look at some of my favorite silver stocks. All right, guys, so this is a list that I just refined. A lot of small cap silver producers, and I will be talking about that more in my private group. For all my private group members, I have updated the group now with 2 trades in the February section. So let's take a look at a few of my favorite companies. Brixton Metals running again. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at a few of these companies. Golden Minerals. How did it do? It went from 80 cents to $1.30. So like I said, tremendous gains for some of these. Getting back down to normal levels. This is one stock on my watch list. $169 million market cap. Let's take a look at Aftermath Silver, down another 5%. I like Aftermath Silver anywhere, I want to say just above $1. We've seen it as high as $1.70, recently as high as $1.50. Definitely one of my biggest positions for silver. I like the leverage that they have towards the price of silver. Impact Silver around $1. Still looks pretty good. Once again, guys, this is not financial advice. Just because I say I like these companies, please do your own research and due diligence. And I state that many times, but I got to keep stating that because, you know, I can get pretty excited about these companies. Okay, guys, so Arcana Silver right back around 90 cents. I would love to add more of that. Hopefully, you know, I'll get that opportunity after hopefully taking some profits. Discovery Metals down below $2. I still like Discovery Metals below $2. I do think that eventually at some point it will be $1 billion valuation and a $3+ stock when silver does finally run. Liking that pullback. Mag Silver did have quite a run. If you see, you know, the past year, it's been a pretty good year. This is more of a large cap producer, but I do like that one. I also got to talk about Gato real quick because Gato had an insane run at the start of this week, I believe it was. Gato's a tricky one because I already did take a lot of profits on this company, so I'd probably only want to add it below 15 if we ever get that low. I hope we get one more dump for the metals. As bad as that sounds, guys, I'm sorry. I want those cheap prices. Brixton Metals. Oh man, at 20 cents this one looked fantastic. It still looks, I mean, the chart-wise, it still looks, you know, pretty cheap, nowhere close to 52-week highs. Once again, it looks cheap based on the 52-week range. That doesn't necessarily mean a stock is cheap. So yeah, guys, those are pretty much the stocks I'm looking at. I'd say my top 3, Silver, 1 Aftermath Silver, Impact Silver, and then 2 more Vizsla Resources and Arcana. So those are some of the silver stocks I want to buy. But in the meantime, let's watch Lightlink and Mindmed run, and hopefully that continues. So anyways, that's it for the video. I'll be dropping another video on Departure's stocks today. Not too sure what I'm going to talk about, but I'll figure out something exciting, maybe uranium, maybe something else. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hope you have a great day. It's a sunny day today, so time to enjoy the weather. Always remember, Departure's capital and Departure's stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.